Fifth place Werder Bremen took on 13th place VfL Wolfsburg in the Weser Stadium. Bremen, one of the top teams at home this season with Claudio Pizarro. Apparently, he's staying, according to Klaus Allofs, sport director at Bremen. Wolfsburg, the worst away team so far this season, only 4 points on the board. And this is probably why we joined the game in the 18th minute, the first quarter of an hour or so, with not much to see. The free kick from Lucas Schmitz. Header Pizarro, follow-up from Socrates. 1-0 to the home team. And Socrates with his first ever goal in German football in the Bundesliga. The flick on, just doing enough to disturb Diego Bonalio in the Wolfsburg goal. It might have just been a couple of strands of his hair, but it was enough to put off Bonalio, and the home team 1-0 up. That stirred Wolfsburg into a little bit of action. In the very next minute, an effort by De Jager, cleared by Tim Wiese. Felix Magath, Wolfsburg's coach, under a little bit of pressure to start getting some results. So the resulting corner from Orozco, the header from Mandzukic. Naldo gets his head on it, and Tim Wiese clears things up for Thomas Schaaf's team. But Bremen were all over this game like a rash. Pizarro with the ball through to Rosenberg. Now keep your eye on young Florian Trinks. Well, he didn't keep his eye on the ball. That should have been his first ever goal in the Bundesliga. The German under-20 player, possibly with too much time to think about what he was going to do with this ball. Marcus Rosenberg setting the youngster up for one of the most embarrassing moments of his career so far. With just 4 minutes to go before the half-time whistle, Wolfsburg on another attack, as usual. Mandzukic involved, and his shot just wide. Tried to place it very delicately with the side foot past Tim Wiese. And as everybody was just about to go off and get their half-time sustenance, a little bit of magic from Claudio Pizarro made it 2-0. Claudio Pizarro's 12th goal of the season. Bremen didn't score at all against Wolfsburg in the 2 games last season. They lost the game here 1-0 to a Sasha Rita goal. And they drew 0-0 in Wolfsburg. But just on the stroke of half-time, they gave themselves a very large advantage. 2 goals, and the smiles were very evident in the Weser Stadium. After the break, Wolfsburg chasing the game with a free kick from Ashkan De Jager. Header from Chalka in the back of the net. But then, much to the disappointment of Wolfsburg, the offside flag had been raised. As you can see, a little bit of holding. And there, where the head had contact, there was an offside player or 2. So no goal for Wolfsburg. And that was probably the turning point in the game for them. Bremen accelerating, trying to get that 3rd goal and kill the game off. Well, Rosenberg made a nuisance of himself all day. And he did very well. First contact, very good. Stayed on his feet, put the ball away. The Swedish international with his 5th goal of the season. Big hugs from Claudio Pizarro, Fritz and Trinks. Thomas Schaaf still worried about tactical formation. Great first touch, right into his path. He turns Schaefer and then gets it past the Swiss international goalkeeper, Diego Bonalio. Gives it a good hard thump, and the celebrations can begin. This is the last home game for Werder Bremen of 2011, and they wanted to go out with a bang. The captain, Clemens Fritz, with a golden opportunity just on the hour mark to extend their advantage. Not a striker, it has to be said. Beat the goalkeeper, but couldn't get his shot on target. The fans enjoying every single minute of this game. Ashkan De Jager with a shot, but he was out of sorts today, although one of the best Wolfsburg players on the pitch. 6 minutes later, another chance, and it's, of course, for Bremen. Schmitz and Bargfrede combining. And then the layoff from Pizarro to Rosenberg, and he just manages to hit the bottom of the post. That so easily could have been 4-0. Bremen by this time could have been leading by 5 or 6. But the fourth goal was to come. Rosenberg again involved. Pizarro, lovely ball to Arnautovic, who'd come on in the 60th minute. And that was number 4. And it was party time in the Weser Stadium. Wolfsburg struggling to find a starting 11 with any consistency. The defence different nearly every week, punished by Marko Arnautovic for his 4th goal of the season. Wolfsburg did keep plugging away though, looking for a consolation goal. Sebastian Polter with the effort on 79 minutes. Dujaga looking dejected. And Bremen nearly made it 5 on 82 minutes when this cross came into Marko Arnautovic, and how did he ever miss that? Florian Trinks won't feel so bad this evening when he has a little look at the miss by Marko Arnautovic. Some consolation for Wolfsburg. Scant, but a good shot from Marcel Schäfer. Hit hard and hit into the corner for his 3rd goal of the season. Past Tim Wiese and into the back of the net, but cold consolation for Wolfsburg. Felix Magath even more now under pressure to get some results. Claudio Pizarro, will he stay, will he go? All this is to be arranged. Werder Bremen winners though by 4 goals to 1 over Wolfsburg.